Have you ever seen someone running after a bus with everything they've got, not because they're late, but because in that moment they're chasing their destiny? I'm Chris Gardner, just an ordinary guy trying to sell medical devices. They were bulky and expensive, no one wanted to buy them. Every day I dragged them to hospitals, and all I got in return was a thinner wallet and a heavier life home was, mess too. My wife shouted at me, "We can't do this anymore." My voice cracked as I begged, "Just give me a little more time, I'll make it work." But in the end, she still left. That's when I finally understood the only person who would never leave me was my son. I was drowning in debt, couldn't even pay rent carrying my boy. I had nowhere to call home on the day of the interview. To even have decent clothes to wear, the boss looked at my old t-shirt and asked Coley, "Do you really think it's okay to show up dressed like this?" I straightened my back and answered, "If you hire someone who gives you everything he's got, would you really care what he's wearing?" The room went silent for 3 seconds, and I knew I had just held on to my chance, but life didn't get easier that night. We had no place to sleep. The bathroom became our shelter. I leaned against the cold door, fighting back tears. My boy slept peacefully in my arms while my heart quietly shattered. But I couldn't give up, because if I fell, we would lose everything. At the brokerage, I worked like crazy. When others made 100 calls, I made 300. When others took breaks, I kept typing. I knew I couldn't lose, because I had no way out. Finally, a miracle happened. The boss looked at and said slowly, "We want to offer you the job." I froze, tears almost bursting out. I just kept nodding, saying, thank you," over and over. For the first time, happiness knocked on my door. Walking out of that office, my son. And I moved through the busy crowd. The sun hit my face, and I felt like the whole world was clapping for me. Some say happiness is just a fleeting moment, but to me, happiness is every step I take with my son by my side.